Good day and welcome back to another episode on Game Tech Electronics Hobby House. Today we're going to be looking at the Merkury Innovations Smart, lineup. We have the Smart Plug and two different lights, the A19 as well as the A21, which is a multicolored LED light. And then we have the Merkury Wi-Fi camera, which does 720p video recording as well as playback. So is it worth spending a little bit of money on this or a lot more on a setup like the Philips Hue hub? Well, I've been using these for about the last 6 months, and like any device, you're going to have your pros and cons. With this, right off the bat, you are going to need a smart device like an Android phone, iPhone, iPad, tablet of some sort, anything with the Android or iOS operating system on it that will run the app. That's one of the downfalls. And right off the bat, another one that I can think of that comes to mind to me would be the fact that on your modem or router, you will have these devices listed there. Whereas the Philips Hue hub, all your devices connect to that, and it's kind of contained all on its own little system. So what's going to be the right setup for you? Well, that depends. But for me, the price of this stuff here versus the price of the Philips Hue Bloom, or any device with the Philips lineup of devices, this was the cheaper route. I could buy all this and probably a couple more devices. Now, if I'm okay with the pros and cons, or the cons I should say, of this unit, then it's all good. Let's just start off by going through these here, and then I'll show you the app on my iPad and give you a little bit more of an example of what it looks like and if it's worthwhile, and I'll show you some of the video footage from the camera as well. So with that being said, let's look at the Smart Wi-Fi plug. So the plug is rated at 1250 watts max. So if you're going to use a 15 or 1800 watt device on this, don't do it. So at first I was kind of confused what I could actually use this with. After some time thinking about it, I finally got it set up with my 3D printer. Why? Because it doesn't have its own power on and off switch. So I was like, that seems like the reasonable solution to do. So now I'm able to connect this plug to my 3D printer and turn it on and off whenever I choose. Now, setup on these are really easy. You are going to connect through your device to the unit, and then it's going to connect to your Wi-Fi network. Like I said, at first I didn't know what I was going to use the smart Wi-Fi plug for, but then I started using it on my 3D printer, and then I was like, wow, I need to get one of these for my CNC machine and other devices. I started getting the lights turned on of what I could probably get away with using these with, which makes a lot of sense, because if you have devices like that where you need to plug them into the wall every time you want to use them, this is a good solution to get away from that. All I would have to do would be to say, hey Google, turn on the 3D printer.
You got it. Turning on the 3D printer.
I love the fact that you're able to quickly connect this to your Google Assistant. Me hooking it up to my phone took no time at all, and then now it's controlled completely by my Google Home. And this is also compatible with Alexa as well. That's the first one. Now I'm not going to go into too much depth on the actual connection process of it, just my basic usage on them. If you would like me to do follow-up videos on any of these devices, make sure to post a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see a more in-depth review on. Like I said, I've been using these for the last 6 months and they've been absolutely great. So I decided I would, for this video, put up this light right here. It's right here. And right now I have my laundry room bulb in there, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Okay, Google, turn on the laundry room light.
You got it. Turning the laundry room light on.
Now, as you can see, it's pretty darn bright. And that one there is the A21. So I wanted the brighter bulb in the laundry room, and it's just mainly because the kids keep on forgetting to turn it off. And then I have the other one in my shop there, so that way if it's dark, I just tell Google to turn it on and Google does that. So with the smart Wi-Fi LED bulb, you're able to control a lot of things in the app itself, which I'll show you in a moment. But you're able to even say, hey Google, turn the laundry room light green. And as you can see, it's now green. And then you can turn it down, the brightness on it as well. Okay, so now that we've gone through a little bit on the bulbs and the smart plug, let's go ahead and have a look at this guy here, the 720p Wi-Fi camera. Now, I don't have these items completely available right at the moment because the camera is actually outside on my sun deck recording my driveway right now, and I'll show you a delivery that recently happened from my FedEx guy. So here we go. Let's bring up the tablet right here. As you can see right on the screen, it says motion detected, and I'll just turn that on and we'll go to the app here. And it's just gonna, oh, I already have it on the video feed for it, but we can get out of that. And we'll go to the main menu here. So in the main menu here, you're gonna get your outdoor temperature, probably pulls it from whatever weather app on your computer or on your device. Humidity, same deal. You have the ability to add rooms as well, because you can do zone controlling as well, so you can have timers and all sorts of random things going on. To add a device to this, it's really simple. The plus button at the top there, and then it's going to give you your 6 options currently available: the smart power, the smart lighting, smart appliances, Wi-Fi camera, the smart doorbell, and smart sensors. So you have a bunch of options for connecting a bunch of different applications. And then you're able to turn your lights on and off. Okay, Google, turn laundry room light off.
Sure, turn the laundry room light off.
So now I'm just going to go to the laundry room light that's above me here. And you're going to see here, you can do a schedule and turn it on just like that, and it's on up there. Turn the color anything you want, and it's gonna do it behind you as well. So green, red, and then you can turn the brightness up as well, and quick access to the white. So it's not a bad little feature. I'll go ahead and turn that off for the moment here. And the 3D printer, yeah, I have control of that. And then we have the office light, which is on the other end of the house, which is actually the shop light, which I have to relabel that. But we'll get there eventually. So on the camera, this is just a quick little demo. So you have your live view with audio. The audio receiving is great. If you're to use this press and hold to speak, nobody will hear you on the other end. It is such garbage. I wouldn't even use that feature. You're not going to be able to hear anything. Just pretend it doesn't exist, that you have the two-way communication there. you're able to record, take a screenshot, and review playbacks and alarms on here as well. So I'm just going to go to the playback, and I'm going to go to when the FedEx guy showed up at my door, and I'm able to go from here and change my calendar, record, and screenshot. Now I'll just unmute that, and here we go. He's pulling up, and you can read what's written on the truck here, fedex.com. You're able to pause and play and get that screenshot that you're going to want. Every time I play this, my Walter wants to bark again, so I'm sorry if he starts barking again. It's not that, it's him over there by my door. So we'll just play that. Oh, and it's being a little finicky, so let's just restart that. It's not perfect, but it does work. So we'll go ahead, we'll get that going, and we'll see what happens here. Now, the one thing about this that is nice is you could be somewhere else, another town or something, and it's going to notify you wherever you are. Let's see. Told you he was going to start barking. The features on this app are actually pretty good when it comes to being able to zoom in and take screenshots of people. And but remember, I have this on my sun deck, and it's up on the second floor, so you're not really getting that much of the best quality that you could if it was down lower. So I can pinch, zoom, and then I can actually even scroll a little bit forward and backwards. Oh. I lost him. I lost him again. Anyways, I find it actually works better on my Android phone than on here, but it does work. And it could be just the full screen thing, because this is the iPhone app on it, not the iPad app. It's just, yeah, so this is what it would look regularly. And we could do it like that. So there you go. It works fairly well. Mind you, it'd be better if it was down lower, but I don't have it lower because it's the indoor model, not the outdoor. So when it comes to nighttime recording, let's have a look at the quality there. I'm just gonna, so the real-time view, it's actually really decent. I do enjoy it. But I have a 16 gig card in there right now. I don't know how much shine you're going to get on here. It is a lot brighter than what you're probably seeing. So I can definitely make out what's going on in the picture at all times. Except for when the lights are kind of directly on the camera. So all in all, the camera works great. Throw an SD card in there, that way you can get save those recordings. You get those motion detection notifications and everything as well. You have tons of settings to add to this as well. You could format your SD card. Oh, I have a 32 gig in there. You can you know, do your motion sensing, motion detection sensing, have it turned off, or of course, the wife has to message me. You can have the motion detection set to on or off, and you could set the sensitivity from low to high. Now, I have it set on medium, and the only time it really goes off on its own when nothing's happening outside is when it's snowing, and that's the only time. Anyways, that's about all for that. You have all your settings to go through, and yeah, you can certainly do a lot with this setup. The total cost for all this was less than the Philips Hue hub on its own. Now, like I said, the downfall being they're connected directly to your network versus the hub and making more items in your Wi-Fi list, which to me really doesn't matter, but to some people it might. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you post any comments below. Hit that thumbs up button, the subscribe button too, please. Come on, give me a little bit here. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Take care, eh?